before I see results with Tai Chi.
Day 3, you'll feel your energy. Day 7, your eyes will change. Day 28, you will become unrecognizable.
Believe that. We're hot. Here we go. Here we go. Welcome, O wanderers of the wavelength, to the inner sanctum of the CHilluminatti. You didn't find us by accident. You were tuned in. Behind this veil of shadow and signal, we gather, not to follow, but to question. So light your candle and lean back 33 degrees. Close the blinds and forget what they told you was real.
You can't go on, and your wheels sinking low.
It's Saturday night. My name's Jimmy. I'm the master of ceremonies tonight here in Inner Sanctum. Rocket Rio's out there somewhere in the mist. We are live September 13th, 2025.
Oh, sleep, sleep, oh, sleep on me, and rest your soul just like the roses at your feet. Dream, dream, dream a while for me, and travel far away till the distance is complete. There's 13 angels standing on this. Gonna take you away, away, away. One lifetime gone and now your soul is dead, but angels just shake their heads.
been out on the road skiing. Been on a road trip. Glad to be back. Smells fresh and clean in here. Fresh air. No matter where I go, it's always good to get back to the trees. That's right. These trees, there's magic in these woods.
Save your heart for me.
Hey, that's 90.
It's the only place I've been with everything I need. There's 13 angels standing on display. I think they're gonna throw me away, 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 away. One lifetime gone and now my soul is dead. The angels just shake their getting me going. Lights moving tired eyes. Soon be with you, my love. Give you my own surprise. Be with you, darling, soon. Be with you when the stars start falling. I've been waiting so long to be where I'm going, in the sunshine of your love.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Teasing a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hey, up your nose with a rubber hose.
Oh yeah.
Hang on a second, man.
And I smile when I think I must have been.
Hey, Ma, there's something wrong with the internet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Hey, we're back. We returneth. The Saturn returneth tonight. We'll talk a little bit about the Saturn return a little bit later. Because it is, But welcome back, everybody. Sunshine of Your Love there was a special play for me, Rio. I'm sending that one out to my number one, Amber. My lady. There she is. Over in the chat, say hello, and that one's for you, babes. All right, so listen, we're back, Rock and Rio. What have you been up to now? How long have we been gone? Because it's all, to me, it's a blur.
Well, it would be, I guess, 2.5 weeks, right? So
All right,
3 weeks, but if you count last night, but
it's
3.
one giant blur to me. But I'm going to tell you right now, I went on a road trip. So there's, I saw some parts of America, and I could definitely, give a firsthand report. I'm sorry. Did I get mushy? It's all right, though. I don't mind,
Did you actually make it to the Cadillac Ranch?
No.
You were cruising through Texas?
I did not. I did not.
See, I told you got to stop there, man.
I didn't go by there, dude. And if I did, it was a fucking blur, like I'm saying. You know,
Well, yeah, you got to look quick or you drive right by it.
fuck, dude. I wasn't looking at shit except what was in front of me. I was paranoid the whole fucking time I was driving. You know why? Because I'm thinking, do you think they're going to roll out? They're going to tell everybody, hey, buddy. Hey, everybody. Hey, yeah, we got this new technology we're going to be throwing out on the highways. Remember when you used to drive down there thinking you're going to see something? You ain't going to see shit. Because there's going to be a drone up in the air, fucking radar in your ass where they know you're speeding. And you're going to get a ticket, man. Because the cop's going to pull out later on down the road. He's already got you on fucking tape, man. Come on. So, I'm paranoid now. I'm flying down the
I have
highway.
I mean, I personally have not seen any.
I know you haven't seen it. It doesn't mean anything. It's just like one day it just happens. You know what I'm saying? One day it happens.
Is that something that they're actually rolling out though?
They're rolling that shit out, brother. Believe me. Palantir's up in the driver's seat of this bitch. All right?
Oh well, that's not surprising.
No. That's what I'm saying. They ain't playing games, man. They're gonna fucking get you any way they can. Look at.
You know?
I was talking to my mom today about recycling. Right? I'm saying, okay, here in California, there's recycling. You gotta put the shit in the right can. So you got a green can for like yard waste. You got a blue can for, everything else that's plastic, paper, any of that shit. And then anything that has like food on it or anything like that, you throw in this other can. So the food on it, anything in it, can, and the separation of all that shit. But they just take it and dump it in a truck. You know what I mean? It's not all in the same truck. It's different trucks. But I'm just saying. Anyways, the point being is in the future. Let me break it off for you. And I've known about this for a long time. I talked about it, Rio. I've talked about this at least a decade ago. And I just remembered it today when I was having this conversation about recycling. So here it is. It's a fucking smart trash can. Okay? It's got a solar panel on the top of it. And it gets solar. It also transmits wirelessly on networks established with your smart meter in the 900 megahertz range. Anyhow. So here's your trash can sitting there, Rio. If you throw a fucking chicken bone in the recycling, all of a sudden you're gonna get a fine, And then if you have too many, then you're gonna get, thrown out of the 15-minute city or whatever.
Oh, really? You're gonna start doing that nonsense, huh?
Well, I mean, why would you build a smart trash can if you're not going to use it?
Well,
I'm just saying.
Most people don't realize a lot of the products you buy already have RFID tags.
That's what I'm telling you. When you throw a plastic bottle in the other food can, guess what? It's going to be fucking, I don't know. Man, I'm just telling you. Dude, listen, a chunk of America, let me just say, there's places and there's things, you can see. But for the most part, Neil Smith in the chat says you need at least 33 minutes per city. I agree. I agree because I follow Tesla's 369 obsession. So I'm obsessed with 369 Rock and Rio. You know that. But anyway, I'm always looking for it when something I do. Like if I do something and it adds up to 9, like I'm somewhere, like say, a hotel room, for example. Like if I go in a hotel room, the hotel room adds up to 9, 3, 6, I'm good. I'm supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? That's a place I should be. So I do take advantage of that whenever I can. I don't go the full walk around the house 3 times before I come in kind of thing. But I do follow that. So listen, Rock and Rio, now, do they have the same recycling shit where you live?
Yeah, we have to. We have 2 cans to garbage and recycles. Yeah.
All right. Well, what's considered garbage?
Anything that's not a glass, plastic, or paper.
What? Anything that's what?
Not glass, plastic, or paper. recyclable plastic.
Okay, so it's
Like,
3708.
you know, cans, your milk bottles, you know, beer bottles, that kind of stuff is all recyclable. Newspapers,
Yeah.
pizza boxes,
Uh-huh.
stuff like that. But everything else goes in the garbage.
Well, that just really, it's just that's a horse of a different color, like they said in the Wizard of Oz. Wouldn't you say, man? All right, hold on a second. Listen, in this conversation, I just remembered something that's funnier than hell. Tune into YouTube, in the Microcosm Jimmy Jean on YouTube if you want to see this. If not, just listen to it. It's just as funny when you hear it. But everybody else, here, check this out. Guess what? It's the CHilluminatti. We're back. We're live. It's September 13th, 2025.
Okay, so it's 3708. Paper or plastic?
Plastic.
That's the magic word. Green police. You picked the wrong day to mess with the ecosystem, plastic boy.
Battery! Battery. Let's go. Take the house. Come on. Put the rind down. Sir, that's a compost inversion.
Did you install these bulbs?
Tragedy strikes tonight where a man has just been arrested for possession of an incandescent light bulb.
What do you guys think about plastic bottles now?
The water setting is at 105 now.
You got a TDI here?
Clean diesel.
You're good to go, sir. Good afternoon, officers. Back to those styrofoam cups you're drinking from?
Yeah.
Tell me, please step out of the car and put them on the hood.
Rock and Rio, the Green Police. Do you remember that? That was
They're
a
inside my head. They're inside your head, apparently.
Let me just say this, man. That was a good soup. That was one of those. Super,
What happens when the prostate
on.
enlarges and the urine?
You don't want the prostate to enlarge. Listen, seriously though, that was one. You remember back in the Super Bowl, back in the day when football was half real,
Right.
and they would have these commercials, and everybody would wait for the fucking commercials on Super Bowl. Remember that?
Well, the commercials half the time are more entertaining than the game is.
No, I know. I'm just saying this is before Beyonce and all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
This is like way, way back in the day when, you know.
There were good commercials.
Yeah, like
They were
those
truly
Bullfrogs,
entertaining.
Budweiser. Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Remember Spuds McKenzie? Remember that shit? Come on, man. All these were heavy hitters. Shit, man. Spuds McKenzie was riding around in Cadillac convertibles down in Los Angeles, a bunch of palm trees behind his head, and a bunch of big titty blondes in the back seat. Spuds, man, he was partying. And Spuds was so popular that fucking Neil Young, that video, This Note's for You. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
This Note's for You. I could play that right now. I mean, I won't play enough of it to get in trouble, but there's a part in it where, do you remember this part in that fucking video? Dude, you remember the part where, remember when Michael Jackson's head caught on fire?
Yes.
And it burned his face and all that shit?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
All right, well, in the Neil Young video, he like mocks it. Do you remember this shit?
I don't remember him mocking it.
He
no.
mocks it, dude. There's a character that looks just like Michael Jackson whose head catches on fire. Now I'm gonna play the video. Now you got me riled up with you know the whole This Note's for You video, dude. Hold on. Hold on a second.
The Green Police, man. I don't know what to say. Is that like a predictive programming of what's coming from Audi?
Yeah. No, hold on. Yeah, it's just like ordering a pizza in the future.
Right.
Remember that video?
Yeah.
How old is that? What is that other one that we always forget the name of it and we come up with some 80s cheesy movie? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
It's Peopleopolis or some shit. I can't.
Peopleopolis,
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. Okay, listen. The thing is, I'm telling you right now. This fucking video is gonna get me in trouble. Because Neil Young, believe it or not, I mean, you know, back in the '60s and all that shit, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, you know, wordlessly wandering, you know, all that shit. Well, he doesn't feel too cool about brothers playing his music on YouTube for free. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Mike, I'll go up to Neil's house and tell him you told him he was an asshole. Neil Young's ranch is up here. I think it's called the Rocking R or something. I forget what it's called, something like that. It's up in La Honda is his ranch. He bought that shit for dirt back in the 70s. I can't imagine how much he paid for that. He probably paid like 30 grand, Rio, for his ranch. And up back then,
probably worth millions now, right?
Dude, back then, you'd go down to La Honda. You'd go through this windy road. It takes you down to Half Moon Bay where they have the big pumpkin festival. They grow pumpkins. And they do grow in Half Moon Bay, they grow giant fucking pumpkins that you never seen before in your life. It's a whole fucking, it's a whole thing. Mike wants me to give Neil his number. Yeah, dude, I'll fly a drone into his ranch and then I'll drop your number.
You could probably find his number on the internet.
Oh, you probably could. Believe you don't want to wake that motherfucker up. I'm telling you right now. Look, there's Neil Young sightings all over here. There's another little town up here called Davenport. It's on Highway 1. There's nothing there. There's a cement plant and a company called can't think of it now. It's a giant lumber company and they own millions of fucking acres up here. Okay, but there's a little town called Davenport. There's nothing there. There's a store and like a restaurant serves the 3 meals or whatever. And there's some little bullshit going on there. There's nothing there. Why am I telling you about Davenport? Because there's a fucking stop sign on Highway 1 in Davenport. You got to stop on the highway. And one day I stopped on the highway and I'm sitting there because there are dudes walking across. I look over it and it's fucking Neil Young. He's walking across the street with a brown bag. With his brown bag. From the store. I know. It's not a big deal, but whatever. All right.
Should have hit him.
He went like this. Okay, I saw him. He saw me see him, and then he put his fingers up to his lips. Okay, like this to be quiet. Like he didn't want to fucking say nothing. Like don't say "Hey Neil" to me or whatever, or any of that shit.
Maybe he was thinking that you were one of them, you know, and he was giving you the secret sign of silence.
Yeah, I didn't notice if he had one hand in his vest. All right, here. I'm going to get in trouble for this video, but I don't care because, you know what? We're back, dude. I'm willing to walk the line, dude. I'm willing to toe the line. I am willing to go out on a limb, bro. Just don't hack me off while I'm out here. Protect my limb, dude. I'm going out on a limb. You got that pellet gun or whatever the fuck it is?
Oh, yeah.
All right, hold on. I'm getting the video now.
Why, you got squirrel problems?
No, but I'm doing the slow play-by-play like golf, just to throw the algorithms off. I tried to offer the algorithms some weed before the show, but it wasn't having it. Wasn't having it, Rock.
Give it a little more time, the AI will start smoking.
All right, listen. You can tell something's different. Well, guess what? What's different is, hey, we're back. That's the only thing. It's new. It's fresh. You smell it, Rio? Can you smell the negative ions from the ocean? Can you feel the freshness? You know what I mean? I can. I don't know. I just do. Hey, it's Ground Zero Plus, you know. They're running a special over there, brother. Okay? And I think it's $4.99 getting signed up. If you go over there and sign up, if there's a place to make a comment or leave a review, and you're signing up because old Jimmy told you to go over there, well, just say, hey, you know, you heard about it from old Jimmy. And that's all you got to say, because you'll be in the door instead of on the floor, wondering, waiting. CHilluminatti. Saturday night, Rock and Rio.
jury, this man is on trial for his smell.
Forgive me, but I am prettier than all of you.
Liar, give me back my shoes.
Ah, if I could only pluck her brows. Do you know how much that cost?
This note's for you. This note's for you.
When I get home from my job, I turn on my TV, but I can't keep my mind on the show. When I lay down at night, oh, I can't get no sleep.
This one's for Rock and Real because he's a Southside Johnny fan, just like old Jimmy. Saturday night, CHilluminatti. Here's Southside Johnny and the Asbury Jukes. The Fever.
Now my day no longer, as my love grows stronger, and the fever returns. I've got the fever for the world. Got the fever, oh, I got the fever. There ain't nothing that a poor boy can do when he's got the fever for the world. Got the fever, oh, I got the fever. Did you live this little boy? I can remember coming home.
Rock and Real. Some old Southside. Are you still there? You are there. Somewhere. In the distance with Southside Johnny. Is Southside Johnny still alive, bro?
I don't know.
Why? I can't hardly hear you.
I'm not sure.
Turn up my hearing aid. All right, good. No.
I don't know if he's still around.
Why don't you why don't you tickle the ivories and see? You know, there's no shame anymore, brother, in just going ahead and fucking doing a search. You know what I mean? I'm tired. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and go. Why not just type it in? I mean, in the history of this show, during the show, I've never been searching shit on the internet and spouting it out and reading it like it's mine, like I thought it up myself. I mean, I even threw a dude off this show one time when I could tell when he was reading. That's why I could tell that Anthony Patch motherfucker was reading all the time. Mm-hmm. Bill Cooper was really good at reading and sounding like he was saying it. You couldn't tell what he was saying and there was no difference between reading and talking. You know, and so the thing is, you know, in the history of the show, we never did that, you know, and if we ever brought material to the show, we fucking showed it to you on the screen and told you we were reading something, you know, because when we do research, we compile information, we put it all together, we look at it, and then we come in here and talk about it, you know. Maybe we don't talk about it like everybody else does. And, you know, it's a funny little place that we're here in this space here. So we have fun, you know, we're sarcastic, but everything we're saying is 100% researched, you know. So when we're doing a show like that, you can take that shit to the bank. Because you know what, man? Rio, let me ask you this question, because this is how I am. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know something, I'm listening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm not talking. But if I'm talking, you can bet that I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I've looked up Southside Johnny here.
All right.
And he's currently 76, but he has retired due to health issues. So he may not be around too much longer.
Did he have some throat thing going on?
Yeah.
I thought he had a throat thing. People, a lot of times, they don't, you know. They don't. It's
just his health issues.
Yeah, it's a hard one to come back from. That thing. So yeah. Anyways, you know what I mean, though. You know what I'm saying? like a lot of people, remember that James Brown song? Talking loud and saying nothing. Mike Davis is more sarcastic than researched, of course, but you're from Jersey, man. Being sarcastic is woven into any personality that's from Jersey when you say Rock and Rio.
Pretty much.
I mean, your relatives are yelling sarcasm at your ass when you're a little kid, running around in diapers. You're nothing but sarcasm, don't you? Everything's sarcastic. You know, there was a whole trend at one point where people were like saying that sarcasm was like a microaggression on you.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? Fucking go. You know, it was bad to be sarcastic. Have you ever tried to go through a day without being sarcastic?
I've never put any effort into it, no. And I usually come up with something snarky at least once.
That's what I'm saying. Literally, dude, when I found this out, right? You find this shit out and you say, well, maybe, maybe sarcasm is wrong, Rio. Maybe I should cut back on my sarcasm. You know what I mean? So then I do. And I try
sarcasm can be comical, too. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It adds a little levity to a situation when you come up with some sarcastic shit.
It adds a little flavor to the...
That's what I'm... Exactly. Like, there's this thing going on in the UK back in the day where it's like they would say a word and it would rhyme with a word, but it wasn't the word, and you know what I mean? So, like, you would say, where's cack? Black. Black and cack, they both have the same kind of thing. Black rhymes with cack. You know? Where's cack? No one knows. He's not in the chat. I haven't seen him. I didn't see him on the road. I didn't see him on the road with a sign, like they used to do with the hippies, with the thumb out. I'm cack. Anyways, listen. Back to this sarcasm thing. I'm not even kidding. We're all so sarcastic, we don't even realize it. It's almost like you can't even speak without being sarcastic, at least for me. Then I am from Jersey, like I was saying before. You know what I mean, Rock and Rio?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Jersey people are pretty feisty.
Oh, man. It's all too much, dude.
There's always a wisecrack going,
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying.
Up your nose with a rubber hose.
Up your nose with a rubber hose.
Up your nose with a rubber hose. Up your nose with a rubber hose.
Up your nose with a rubber hose.
Up your nose with a rubber hose. Up your nose with a rubber hose.
Hey, down your gizzard with a rubber lizard.
What was the other one in your ear with a bottle of beer?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, man. All right, well, listen. Do a search on the Saturn return, Rio.
The Saturn return?
Saturn return, because that's what we're going to get into. Second hour. Horseshack. Man, that was a good show. Wouldn't you say? Think of the people that were on that show. Think of the careers that were made. You know what I mean? The fucking Welcome Back Cotter was gold, man. Now listen, I used to watch Welcome Back Cotter when it was on the air. Yes, I did. But, so I remember it when it happened. And I remember how a lot of the stuff they used to talk about on the show, they'd say, all the kids would start saying it. Mm-hmm. John Travolta's in there. Exactamundo. Rock and Rio. John Travolta.
Well, apparently it's a new show on Netflix, huh?
I didn't know. I had no fucking idea. I swear to God. The only reason I got into this in the first place is because we were coming back. I want to say welcome back. We're welcoming back. We're welcoming our listeners back. It's welcome back. But now I fell into this whole thing, and I had no idea. See, now, this is the kind of shit. Okay, look. This is the kind of shit people get paid for. I swear to God. If Alex Jones all of a sudden started talking about Welcome Back Cotter, the Welcome Back Cotter people are over there throwing him, 50G. Just like that dude from, remember they made that movie Machete? That fucking, that director, the Mexican dude from Austin, teamed up with Quentin Tarantino. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
He made that Antonio Banderas, that movie where he had the guitar. You don't remember that shit? Come on.
Every time I think of Antonio Banderas now, I think of the cat. Puss in Boots cat.
No, I'm telling you. Yeah.
That's all I can think of when I hear him anymore.
Now, if you didn't see that, I forget what that movie's called. The guy's name's Rodriguez. I don't know if it's Richard or Robert or whatever the fuck his name is. But anyways, he's one of these cutting edge dudes who came out of nowhere with a fucking credit card, made himself a fucking movie. You know? Wrote the script. Desperado. There goes Mike Davis in the shot. Fucking Desperado. Yeah. So listen, feel free to make a donation over on the channel. We're going to be making some changes around here. We don't ask you guys for nothing. So if you guys want to throw down over there, go ahead, because we need some donations. Because I had to get rid of that fucking Zoom shit because, listen, it's $45 a month. I use it once a week. It's a joke. And listen, if you ever sign up for Zoom, get ready for an adventure to try to get the fuck out of it, dude. Because I was on that website, I could not get out of that thing, and it kept charging me, man. I kept trying to get out, and I couldn't. Finally, I got on the phone, and I waited for like 50 minutes.
Did you actually talk to a human?
I did. And I was forceful with the person on the air, on the line. You know, I was like I am on the air with the person on the phone. Okay? And I told him, I said, listen, you get my credit card number off of there, and you undo my subscription right now. Right now. I'm done doing this. You guys charge my card. I never authorized you to charge my card in the first place. Get it off there. And send me an email letting me know you took care of it.
And did you get the email?
Yes. Yes, I
Sometimes
did.
That's how you have to be, though.
Huh?
Sometimes that's how you have to be with these people.
Well, you know what, man? In the future, what's going to happen is you're going to get the fucking AI runaround. Right on, Wyoming guy threw down 20 over there.
Time now.
Huh?
You get that all the time now. Oh, thank you.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, people are going to, you're going to see people with axe, you're going to see axe murderers, man. Because when you get the AI runaround, there's no human making a decision. Think about when these fuckers tell you, you go, hey man, it's this and it's that. And they go, oh, well, sorry, dude. It's just a machine. It's a machine. It's a computer, dude. I can't do that. Dude, I just clicked a button. You know, you asked me a question. I told you an answer. You clicked a button. Now what? The machine's making a decision, right? That's what was going on before. Well, guess what? Now that guy's not going to be there anymore. He won't be able to make the decision. Maybe there's a guy. Maybe you're late on a bill. Okay? So dude on the other end of that line is a human being. He knows what it's like not to pay have the money to pay his bill. You know what I mean? And he could click this button or that button. He could throw you down the shitter right now and fucking fuck you. Or he could just do something on the other end because he knows what it's like. You know what I mean? But the AI ain't going to do that. Because the AI ain't never had to work hard to pay their bills. AI doesn't have any kind of sense of morality that you live under. Fucking real. You don't live under the same rules set because there's emotional value to our experiences, brother. You know what I mean? AI doesn't have that. And and you could, what are you going to do? Program that in? I guess you could. We talked about it, you know?
I mean,
the digital soul.
They've done that to some people, right? I mean, people run around thinking that they have an AI girlfriend. You know, there must be some emotional connection to that, right?
Fuck. You know, man, listen. Have you been to Disneyland, bro?
Many times.
Okay. Well, listen. Here's the
Disney
thing.
World, not
Here's the thing. when you go to Disneyland and you go through those, have you been to the Pirates of the Caribbean? Fucking yo ho ho and a bottle of rum and all that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, imagine one of those pirates had a swinging dick or whatever. It was a male, one of those, But it was now you could just hire it up, bring it to your house. It has all the amenities. It can do anything you ask. There it is. But it's like a rubber piece of shit. Who would want to fucking touch that, dude? If there was one of these robots, I already know your answer. I don't even have to ask you the question, but just for the sense of context, dude, would you want to have? Hey, Sergeant Miller's over there. What's up, Sergeant Miller? Good to see you, brother. Anyways, dude, would you lay down with a piece of rubber?
No.
Like, in other words, you have some digital bullshit that's there, whatever it is. If you're a man or a woman or in whatever, your identification is, however you like it, whatever it is, you're single and somehow you end up with some kind of digital girlfriend, whatever thing on here.
Do organic robotoids count?
Organic robotoids, exactly. I'm glad you brought that up. Listen, we will play that for sure. And we could add Sergeant Miller too, if you want. If you have his contact, just add him in anytime. But back to what I was saying before. This whole Welcome Back Kotter reminded me of John Travolta in this. So I got us a piece here. I don't know how long we can get away with it. I mean, we're outlaws. Rockarillo, do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
In teams, send me our original intro for Into the Microcosm.
I'll have to dig that up.
Dig it up, dude, because I don't have it on my computer. I haven't heard it since Skype went away because I can't hear Revolution Radio where we are on Friday nights at 9 o'clock Pacific. I can't hear it. And so...
Are you talking about the TFR intro, like way back when?
Yeah, because when I moved the show to Revolution Radio, I changed the lead part.
Yeah.
And I never liked it. I always knew it was wrong, but I got used to it. If you could dig up, just for old time's sake, if you could dig it up, the old, and I'll use it every fucking show.
I'm sure I have it somewhere.
No, I mean seriously, you could. I know you could find it. All you got to do is go back to a show back a while. It's right there. It's right there. All right, listen.
I know it's here somewhere.
Enough is enough. Was what my grandma used to say right before she hit me in the head with a wooden spoon or shoved some lye soap back and forth in my teeth. Rock and Rio. But I'm from Jersey. That's what happens. Grandmas don't fuck around. And that's what goes on. So, listen, I got this piece somewhere. Why is that? Okay, hold on a second. I know what I got to do. I know what I got to do now, Rio. That's the thing. All right, let me go back to here while I do it. All right, so you're going to add Sergeant Miller too? Can you? Am I coming at you too strong?
Well, does Sarge want to come on?
I think he does. I think he's off tonight.
Oh, okay. Sarge, let me know if you want me to.
Sarge, come hang with us. Hey, Sarge, here. There's no shame. We don't shame here on.
Oh, he says he's available, so all right.
Right on. Listen, we don't shame. Listen, go search up the Saturn Return. Look it up. Matter of fact, why don't you all do it? Go ahead. So, I mean, the only thing that we got over here is personality, and like Quentin Tarantino says, personality goes a long way, doesn't it, Rock and Roll? And I'm going to tell you right now, I still haven't done this because I'm sitting here running my mouth, Rock and Roll. But come on down, become the $4.99 subscribers over here, Ground Zero Plus. Clyde Lewis is the flagship sun, and the planets revolve around Ground Zero because that's one of the cutting edge shows you're going to find. And someday when there ain't no coast to coast, somehow, some way, because, I mean, they've even, what was cool was the bumpers, and that's what I always love. One of the things I always loved about Art Bell. But then they've gotten so fucked up that they commercialized the idea of the bumpers. They commercialized it. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like a thing. It's like at Friday night, live original bumpers from people that you never heard of sometimes or whatever. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I mean, hey, new artist, great. Coast to coast audience, giant. Why not? Why not do it? What was that? Emmylou Harris even wrote him a song. Remember that? Midnight in the Desert or something like that. I'll see if I can dig it up. All right, look. This is an episode where John Travolta, where there's going to be a Sadie Hawkins dance. And so what Sadie Hawkins is, if you don't know, is the girls ask the guys to go to the dance instead of the opposite.
Right.
Don't get Mike started about Clyde, man. Don't get him started. He's from Jersey, I'm telling you right now. He's probably got a fucking baseball bat with nails in it in one hand and a fucking Taylor ham sandwich in the other hand, Rocky Rio. Hey, speaking of Taylor ham, I tried to buy some Taylor ham where I knew it was. It was there in the very spot, and I went there like one of those video games to retrieve the golden Taylor ham, Rocky Rio.
Yeah, the golden Taylor ham.
I'm telling you, man, they used to sell the shit. They do sell it in a giant roll. It's like, it's cool. Okay. But here's the thing. I went there, and the supply was not there, dude. I couldn't get high on my own supply. I had to come back to my ma empty-handed. Bro, she was expecting a Taylor ham sandwich. And old Jimmy came up empty. But of course, my mom loves me, so tonight she made some mashed potatoes, hamburger steaks with brown sauce, rock and roll. So after the show, I'm definitely gonna have me a heaping helping of that hospitality, rock and roll. All right, listen.
Sounds good.
Here's John T. trying to
I
school.
dropped that file for you.
Huh?
I said I dropped that file for you.
Okay, cool.
Now I'm gonna see if I can grab the Sarge.
All right, so here's John T. Okay, school and Horseshack about how to get a date. Here we go.
Even though I think this whole Sadie Hawkins thing is a stupid idea, I think I should give Arnold a few pointers on getting a date. Now over here, come over here. Now, the first thing you gotta do is a Vinnie Barbarino look, okay? Your hair, for instance, very casual. It should look like it's being blown by unseen winds. How's that? Yeah, it looks better. All right, the second is Vinnie Barbarino stance, okay? Now, when you're with a girl, you don't want to let her know that you're there, right? Very nonchalant, okay? Keep your eyes closed. Stand in the corner.
Vinny, you're going to give yourself a third-degree corduroy burn.
All right. Now loosen up. We gotta loosen up here, all right? All right. Start to relax.
I gotta stop it there. Who does he look like right there? Who does he look like? Put that in the chat. Who do you think he look? It's not John Travolta either. Who does he look like right there? Look at that dude. Look how young he was. Jeez. Man, rock and roll. Look at that. I don't know. How old was he here?
Oh, he was like 20.
20?
21, something like that. He was young.
Hey, don't be embarrassed. You can throw us a bone over here on the YouTube channel. We don't get no money unless $100 comes in, and then you got to wait until the 15th of next month. So it's not like it's going to, materialize. But anyways, if you can, throw us a bone. We're making changes. We'll get the website up. We've got things coming up. Things are going to be happening around the show, our main show. And then, of course, the CHilluminatti. All right, listen. Let's finish this up here because John Travolta is, one of the... Look at him.
Start to feel who you are.
I say the Reno, 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 and a bopping and a bopping. Earth to Vinny! Earth to Vinny! Come in, Vinny!
Earth to Vinny. Can you imagine?
Vinny.
Right, so there he is. You know, a good-looking dude. Right? He's a good-looking dude. There he is. He doesn't have to really do shit. He doesn't have to do anything, right? But there's Horshack, who's actually looking way cooler than Travolta. You know what I mean? He's the anti-Travolta. He's the guy that girls don't like. You know what I mean? He's the guy that never gets the girl. But in this circumstance, he's cooler than John Travolta, wouldn't you say? I don't know. You be the judge, rock and real. It's the thing is like, what are you gonna do? You know? What are you gonna do? Where is? Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
Oh, Sarge is gonna watch the fight.
Which fight?
I'm not sure. He says he's watching the
Sarge, which fight? I'm not gonna pretend I know everything that goes on in the world 100% of the time. Go ahead. Sarge, what fight's going on tonight? Let us know. All right, listen. We're coming to the top of the hour. Rio says he's thrown me a bone over here. Our old intro, Rock and Rio. I am now going to the thing I hate, which is Google Chrome. I'm going over to the teams, and I'm expanding the window. So I'm doing a golf play-by-play as I work the controls here in the main control room. Rock and Rio, you remember when I used to live? You remember the horrible experience?
The Colorado experience?
Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Well, listen. I never forgot it either. And I don't see this. Now, do I have to go? Hold on. Let me go to the chat. I'm going to the chat box. It's not the cat box, but maybe on some levels it is. You find turds over there in the chat, don't you, sometimes, Rock and Rio? Turds in the chat box? I mean, that's the whole purpose of the chat box, isn't it? To put turds in it. And then you remove the turds purposely. All right, listen. I am now, let me see if I can download this bitch. Here we go. Now I am now downloading the original Into the Microcosm intro. Rock and Rio.
Yeah, there is a few seconds of silence on the beginning of that for some reason.
Is there?
Yeah, but it's there. So it's the whole thing.
All right. All right, well, listen. What do you think about that? Just say yay or nay. And here we go. So let me go over here to the download box.
I actually like the old intro better than the new one.
Yeah. All right. All right, so listen. We got 2 minutes before the... hold on a second. Let me see what happens. Nothing happened. Hold on. Let me see. Open. Stand by. I'm opening it, but I know not where it is. I do not see it. All right. Mine's Jimmy. That cool Mo D over there. That's Rock and Rio. This is the CHilluminatti. And we're not.
CPR Street Gang. This is our fighting. Standing by. Over. This is our fighting. Standing by. Over.
Right now, it's 12 o'clock, Americans. Another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines,
Clock's run out. Time's up.
Wind is blowing cold and dark. On the road and no way out. Broken hearts, a smoking gun. On the run. On the run.
This is Saturday night CHilluminatti. My name's Jimmy. I'm the master of ceremonies. Rock and Rio over there. Alright, listen, we're number 9 right now on TalkStream Live.
Dream a while for me and travel far. We were laughing in a daydream with the world beneath our feet. And the sun smiled on the water, where the skies and the ocean meet. It was a spellbound, oh, spellbound. We were listening down a rainbow as the leaves fell to the ground. Whispering as they turned and the wind laughed at the sound. We were spellbound. Oh.
There he goes. One of the best guitar players ever. Robin Trower from Twice Removed from Yesterday. It's Ground Zero Plus. You like what you're hearing? Guess what? It's organic. It's happening right now. Whatever's happening right now is happening right now. Here. Ground Zero Plus. You want to be a part of it? Come on down. $4.99. Right now. Special. $4.99 American. US dollar.
We were spellbound. Oh, spellbound.
A Saturn return is a significant astrological event that occurs when planet Saturn completes a full orbit and returns to the same sign and degree it occupied at your birth. This celestial journey takes about 29.5 years, leading to a period of intensified personal growth, increased responsibility, and a forced confrontation with your life's direction, often occurring in your late 20s, mid-50s, and late 80s. While it can be a challenging time marked by anxiety and struggle, it offers a profound opportunity to reevaluate your path and step into a more authentic, grown-up version of yourself. This is Saturday Night CHilluminatti. My name's Jimmy. That cool dude over there is Rockin' Real.
The moment is approaching. You can't spend your time playing foolish games. The time to choose is now. But choose wisely, or be stuck with the consequence forever.
I don't know. Do I have to choose now?
Saturn has returned, and now you're stuck in uncertainty forever.
I remember my Saturn return, Rockin' Real. Do you remember yours? Do you remember your Saturn return, Rockin' Real? Or do you even know you had one?
I didn't even know it was a thing.
No, man. That dude who put that video together, there is no Tool song called Saturn Return. But there's a lyric in The Grudge where they talk about the ascension of Saturn. And so, but if you don't know the song and you're thinking about Saturn and you type in Saturn Return, there is no Tool song, but this guy made a video called Saturn Return with the music and parts of the song and whatever. He made a movie out of it or whatever. So I've seen it before, and because the thing is, the guy made that a long time ago, and he only has 11 subscribers. The guy that made that video. Hold on a second. I got to go back in my history so I could tell you guys. So listen, do me a favor, because this guy made that by hand. Art. Rockin' Real. I mean, not this AI shit where you just go, yeah, make me a video that looks like this and da-da-da-da, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden it comes out the other end like a piece of plastic. Make sure you put it in the right container, Rockin' Real. You know what I'm saying, though? Go over and subscribe to this dude. Hold on. Fuck. I can't find my history. Hold on. All right. Yeah. So it's called Saturn's 'S Return is the name of the video.
Maybe he's referring to Saturn as the god.
Well, remember we did the Saturnalian time trap?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we just passed one of the days where they sucked the loosh out of the population, 9/11, right?
Yeah.
The fear, man, you know what I mean? The greed, the anger, just sucking it all up like it's a fucking, I don't even know. What can you say? What was I doing?
I don't know.
I'm doing something. It's about this this video. Oh, I'm trying to tell you this guy's channel. The guy's channel is, here it is. He's got 11 subscribers. He's got 21K views, and it's been up here for 16 years. So he did this 16 years ago with some shit program that there existed back then, Rock and Rio. I mean, he did it by hand. He sat there for hours and hours. I used to make videos. I made videos for fucking Clyde. I know you don't believe me. I'll show you one of the videos I made for Clyde Lewis. You know those montages that he does, Rock and Rio? Well, back in the day, when Wes rolled to Florida to go to school or something, and so he couldn't do montages for a while. And so Clyde, I was, Ron and I were friends, and I had sent Clyde a bunch of emails and, this and that. And, at one point I made some music, and I wanted to use some of the shit from one of his shows on there. And I sent him an email, and I sent him a copy of the song, and I asked him, hey, dude, can I use this? And he sent me an email back. Okay, I'm just going to share this with you. I don't have to, but I'm going to. Fuck it. He sent me an email back, and he said to me, he goes, Jimmy, this is before I had a show, too. This is right after I had cancer. And I was, and one of the reasons I listened to Clyde Lewis in the first place was because he had cancer and survived it. And so did I. And so, like, I was trying to help, I was doing what I could, I liked the show. So, in any event, he sends me an email back, and he goes, Jimmy, I think if Floyd was making music, it might be what it would sound like today or whatever, something like that. And he was being nice, whatever. It wasn't Floyd. I'll play you the cut. I think I can find it somewhere. So I don't know if I can do it tonight, but anyway. And that inspired me at the point, because at that point it was right after I had cancer, and I was going to write some music. And I decided I was going to write 13 songs, Rio. And I wrote 13, and then one of them was the Clyde Lewis one. And I was writing, I was done. I was getting ready to be done. And then all of a sudden, he sent me that email. And when he did, regardless if he's blowing smoke up my ass or not, you know what I mean? But he inspired me to then continue to write songs, and keep writing them. And I'll say how many I wrote, believe me or not. And I'm not going to say every single one of them was good, Rock and Rio, obviously. I mean, to me they were, because I spent time on it, just like this dude did with that video that he made. Takes a long time to do shit, doesn't it, Rock and Rio? Make it come out good.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I'm going to go over to this other channel that I have where these videos are, and I'm going to go get one right now. All right? Hold on a second. Switch account. Alternative Universe XYZ is my other channel with all this shit on it from back in the day.
It's not going to knock this one, is it?
Huh?
Switching accounts isn't going to knock you off.
No. It's just changing when I do something. I'm there. So I got to go to my channel. Fuck. I wasn't planning on doing this or whatever. But let's do it anyway. I want you to... I'm proud of this video that I made for Clyde Lewis. I'm proud of it. So I don't have a problem showing it. And he was proud of it too, because he posted the fucker on his Facebook page at a time where there was like 60,000 people looking at that page every single fucking day. Every single day. All right, listen. I don't even remember what it was called now. You can go over there and see some of the videos I made. They're over there. Some of these videos that, believe this shit or not, I can't even play my own videos. If I play my video from this channel over here on our channel, I'll get a copyright strike. Believe it or not, man. I'm telling you the truth.
Yeah.
It happened to me. It can happen. It happened to me. It can happen to you. All right, listen. Do you guys want me to look at, man? I'm just going to go ahead and, I'm not going to be embarrassed about anything anymore. All right? Look, this is fucking badass. And I'm not bragging about it either. I'm just telling you. If I stumbled across this, I would think it's fucking badass. And so did Clyde Lewis. All right, listen. Here we go. You ready, Ray? You ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Never, never land.
They're here. Sweetie, this is last night. Do you remember when we woke up and...
Let me in.
How do you feel deep down inside? One word.
I don't know. Well, lonely.
And you feel the cold, it's devouring the heat, and it's just...
What kind of disturbances?
What scares you?
What is it?
This focus is clear.
There she be.
Mm-hmm.
The Black Cube. Ghost in Hell. Clyde Lewis, Ground Zero. Alternative Universe. XYZ. No dot. It's over there. 945 views 8 years ago. I made that shit. Rockin' Rio.
Yeah.
But, here's the thing, dude. I used to hang with Kev on his show. He would get so pissed, dude. He's like, Jimmy, don't do voices or whatever. You know what I mean? Because it's the same as when Alex Jones used to go, I don't talk about little green men or whatever. You know what I mean? It wasn't a joke. It was a fucking serious thing. He didn't want me joking around or fucking having any kind of personality. Not that I didn't have personality, but you know what I'm saying, though, dude. You know what I mean? Not like I am right now. Like, full on. Like, I want to sit here and do voices and shit like that. Why not? You know what I mean? I got nothing to prove, man. If you don't know this show's been serious for as long as it has, you can bet your bottom dollar it's always still going to be serious. But, there's no reason we can't have a little fun while we're doing the show, hey, Rock Real? Because no matter what we do, there's nothing we're going to do to fucking change anything. The only thing we can fucking change in this world is ourselves, And so how we look at shit is how it is. You can look at it, it's a blessing, it's a curse, Rock and Real. It all depends how you look at it, I mean,
that's right.
Some people, some people see a situation, I don't know, man, but bottom line, I forget, you ever hear that story about the hole It's like this fucking dude walking along, falls in a hole. He goes back, walks and falls, keeps falling in the hole. You know? I can't remember it specifically now. It really doesn't matter. We're talking about the Saturn return, or we were. Now, did you even know there was one when you had one?
No. This is the first I've really even heard of it. I don't.
All right.
really
Well, look.
follow astrology and that kind of stuff. So.
Well, it's not necessarily. I mean, I guess it's astrology in a way. But I mean, you know, worlds are going to turn, you know, and systems are going to move, and stars are going to align, and you know, and if you believe in the electric universe theory, if that's what, if you thunderbolts of God, then maybe
everything's going around in circles. So you know, I
going around in circles. Yeah, Willie fly high like a bird up in the sky, rock and roll. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
No, but seriously, now let's just say, let's be wild and fucking throw it out there, and let's say the electric universe, right? Thunderbolts of God. Why not? Rock and roll is as good as anything else, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then let's say, do you follow the ley line theory, where there's lines in the earth, magnetic lines of some sort of power line?
Yeah, I would think that's a reality.
Okay, so let's say that's true. Let's throw that in our pot. We're making stone soup, CHilluminatti, Saturday night, Rock Rio and I. And you, over here in the chat, we're watching you. We got you going on. Hey, Amber, what's going on? What's up, Sergeant Miller's still here. Van Dien's here. Ronan, Flippy, Tone Deaf, Linda. Everybody's over there. Woo! All right, listen. What was I saying, Rock Rio?
Well, we added ley lines to the pot.
Right. Okay, so now let's say the Earth's like that, ley lines. There's stars in the sky. They got ley lines. The ley lines in the sky are energy beams coming to the ley lines of the Earth, wouldn't you say? Like an electrical connection when these certain stars interlock. Regardless of the fucking what sign you are and this and that and the other thing. Just put that aside. You got to describe it somehow. How you going to how you going to tell somebody something if you can't describe it somehow? You want to teach a guy something, you say, hey man, see when that happens right there, and it goes and it lines up like that? Yeah. That's the snake or whatever. You know, and then light some sage and fucking beat a drum, dude, and you know, move on or whatever. But just next time it comes around, you gotta fucking pay attention, because when that happens, what happens? Well, ancient civilizations, bro, they had all that written up somehow. They had to tell you something's going to happen. When this happens, you'll see that. And that's why you see these celestial clocks, this antiquitech shit. The sun only shines through the hole on a certain day. If the sun shines on this hole, whatever day it shines on it, rock and reel, you better fucking run for cover, Jack, because something's going to happen. And so in the meantime, well, as you know, the light from the hole changes as the ball or lamp or whatever the fuck you think it is in the sky. It shines through the hole, and as it revolves, it moves around this clock. And so the secret brotherhoods that carry the knowledge that can open the doors when the question is asked, brother. No, don't get confused. You see, here it is. When it hits, there's a clock, and they know when that clock's going to be. And when it hits that one place, that's where the reset happens. That's when pigs fly, rock and roll.
Well, you know, that's...
So when you see 3 trillion disappearing, and fucking all of a sudden companies are closing and they're not producing so much food, they'd be storing that shit somewhere underground. You're talking about these giant cities. There's some dude out on YouTube said working a Starbucks in the underground roadway in Los Angeles, where if you're celebrities, you don't sit in traffic. You just go in some driveway, pull in some fucking garage that lowers you down, and you all got the address, you know where it is. You just pull up in your rig and just pop up somewhere, come out of a garage.
I'm sure there's underground highways.
Well, this fucking guy said he worked at a Starbucks.
That was underground?
It was underground Los Angeles. And he said, and then the guy says to him, it's an interview. The guy says, really? Did you ever see Seinfeld? He goes, oh, fuck yes, all the time, or some shit. Somebody. And he goes, really? Was he a good tipper? And the guy goes, oh, no. No, there was no money. Money never changed hands, you know? It's a trip, huh? You just working somewhere. It's like they never tip you. You never ask for it. There's no tip jar, none of that. These fuckers just get whatever they want, and there's just a number that goes to you. Bink. Homie was smiling talking about working down there. I'll tell you right now. He had a good up there, rock and roll.
Well, I suppose you'd have to be in with the in crowd if he's working in the special place.
That's what I'm saying. But when you're in Los Angeles, if you're some people are like gawkers or whatever. And like if you're a gawker and you live in LA, you don't sit around staring at celebrities and shit trying to cop an autograph like that. There's people that do it, but it's kind of like you wouldn't get invited to a party if you act like that, would you, Rio?
No.
If you're the type of person who want to go, hey Bob, let me take a picture with you. Hey Dougie Bobby, can I cop a picture? Let me.
Well, the best reactions I've ever had when I've met people of such fame is to completely ignore the fact of who they are as a famous person. Just like, hey, what's up? Talk to them like a normal person. You get a lot farther with that than you do going, oh, can I have a picture with you?
Yeah. Well, when I lived in Los Angeles, you see people all the time. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, where I worked in Los Angeles, so when I first moved down there, Rio, I was living on a street called the Long Prairie. It's like 4 blocks off Sunset Strip. 4 blocks off Hollywood Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shithole in the worst area, man. I'm telling you right now, that area was not cool. Anyways, the point being is walking around. I didn't have a car when I was down there. When I first moved down there, I got hijacked down there and I got stuck. There was like lies told, and me and this other dude helped somebody move, and then when we got down there, they went, no, well, I can't stay here. Here, I'm gonna go da-da-da-da, and they left me and this other dude in the middle of Hollywood with nothing. Nothing. I didn't have shit. I didn't have a car, and I didn't have anything. But I was in Alcoholics Anonymous, So, there's a lot of meetings down there. So the first, obviously when I moved to a new place, first thing I did, boom, went to Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, which was great. If you have problems with alcohol, go to Alcoholics Anonymous. You don't have to say shit. Just sit in the room, sit there or whatever. Anyways, Rio, so I was down there. So I immediately met people. And people were cool to me, and, people offered to help, But we stayed there, and I used to walk around close to where I lived. And there was this place called the Burgundy Room. All right? And there's no sign or anything like that. It's black, spray painted black or whatever, and you couldn't even see in there. And there's like a doorman, but there's nobody else there around you. There's no people. There's no sign that it's a club. But it's not even really a club. All it is a bar. One bar that goes all the way down the room and then ends, and then there's bathrooms. 2 bathrooms. Right? And so the shit was like maybe 30 feet wide in there. Maybe. And maybe 50 or 100, between 50 and 100 feet long. So when people would show up there, you didn't know about it unless you knew about it. And those people would pack their asses in there, be in there like, sardines at any given night. It was super dark. You couldn't see shit in there. It was black as a fucking night, dude. I swear to God, you couldn't see shit. It was like holding up this Bic lighter in that room. You couldn't see shit. And it'd be packed in there. And you'd be standing there and you look over it and there's fucking Keanu Reeves right there. No shit. Right there. Next to me. Fucking all pushing it. Everybody's packed in there, all pushing in there. And they had a jukebox in there, rock and roll. And one of the jams on the jukebox, what do you think it was?
Oh, I don't know.
typing it in. If you say it, I was typing it in. I'm gonna send you the psychic message through the ley lines of the electric universe, dude. The stars are aligning for you to feel my vibrations and tell me what song came to mind when I said they had a jukebox and there was a song on it.
Tiny Bubbles by Don Ho.
Hold on. No. All right, now. Tiny Bubbles. No, you know what? I cannot say no to that.
Because it might have been. It's on like every jukebox.
It might have been on there. So hold on. Old Jimmy might have been hasty. No, I can't say it wasn't on there because it wasn't the one I was thinking of or sending to you. Okay, so I want to give you one more shot. Hold on. In the chat, anybody picking up the messages that I was sending?
Margaritaville.
No. But wait, not the one I was thinking of. Soothing guitar music is playing behind me somewhere. I just saw it pop up behind me. I don't know what page that is, but I'm going to remove it.
I'm trying to think what other jukebox stables there are that, you know.
No. Well, I mean, I guess this one could be. All right, listen. Listen, we're going to run out of time. We are going to run out of time. Hold on. We got like 29 minutes left, dude. Fingerman just said Jukebox Hero. No. No. Nope.
Celluloid Heroes.
No. It's not the one I'm thinking of, but I'm not saying it's not on there. Hold on, man. You guys might be really saying the whole actual Burgundy Room, hidden nightclub in the 90s in Los Angeles. You might be spelling it out right now psychically, and I have no way of actually knowing it. But what we're doing right now is trying to see if you could determine the song I'm thinking of. Okay, Rock and Reel. How many more minutes do you want to give everybody? Just a few?
Yeah.
What should I do? Here, you know what I'm going to do? Because you know what, dude? I can do anything the fuck I want because I'm on Ground Zero Plus.
Pod's last sale of the summer is even bigger.
And I can do anything I want because we have a license to do it. We have a license to CHilluminatti all over the place, dude. You know what I'm saying? We could just lean back 33 degrees and chill. Mom's Jimmy. Rock and Reel over there, the cool dude. All right. See if you can think of the song I'm thinking of.
The cold wind snaps my hair behind me, but I don't feel a thing. That grows inside me has got me on a string that ties me to my fate, dictates me, that tries to compensate, yet makes me fall, and all my fear forsakes me. Pretty soon it's gonna overtake me. That's when secret meetings with you tonight. Secret meetings, my heart is beating for you tonight.
There goes
And as I turn and walk away, my thoughts return to you. And from the darkest shadows now, your face comes into view.
all right. I better just tell you. Anybody else Hey, Joshua, what's happening? Good to see you, man. Yep, Amber, Greg Ken, everybody got it. Greg Ken, yep. But he wasn't on the jukebox. Well, he might have been. Here's look it. I'm gonna finish it up. Finish the story, and the whole reason I was telling this story, but I made a big, I made a big deal about it. But so here it is. The place is packed, man. There's celebrities everywhere. They don't give a fuck because nobody knows about the place, and everybody that's there is cool. It's not a gawker or whatever, just hanging. And so here's what they would do. In a bar, right there, right behind the surface, there's a drop down, and they put those rubber pads there to put the drinks on. You know what I mean? All right. So there were no pads there. And whenever someone would play this song on the jukebox, they would squirt lighter fluid into that space and fucking light it on fire.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
There he goes. The man in black. Johnny Cash. From the Essential Johnny Cash. There he goes. Johnny. All right, 49 million views for that reel. 49 million views. I don't know if the bartenders got like super big tips for doing that. Because first of all, the shit was definitely, there's overcapacity. Like if the fire marshal walked in, somebody would have to, kick him a few bones to let the operation, continue. All right, listen. Where were we? I don't know. Somehow we ended up in the Burgundy room. Why did we go to the Burgundy room, dude? I was talking about something.
About celebrities.
Me and that dude moving to to Los Angeles. This dude was like a James Dean lookalike, And back then, that was my whole trip. I'll tell, we could talk about it another time, but so, I had a movie thing I was going to do and this and that. And so me and this dude were both actors, and we went down there to try to fucking make it or whatever, And so we lived in this shithole. That's why I started talking about it originally. Pretty sure. Hey man, you got to hear this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this because why not? You ready?
Okay.
Are you ready for this? Here's an AI generated. Now, do me a favor. Pull up that Ronnie James Dio song that he did, like that 50s song. You know that one you played when we did the Dio show?
Oh, from like...
Yeah, whatever the fuck it... I can't remember what it is. The name of it.
I don't remember either.
Oh, come on, dude. You go... Man... We were doing a Sunday morning wake and bake.
I remember doing this. I don't remember what the song was.
No, yes you do. You're gonna remember it. Here, let me jar your memory. Listen to this. AI generated Ronnie James Dio. Rainbow in the Dark. Check this shit out.
me down. 'Cause it's free and I see that it's me who's lost and never found. I cry out for magic, I feel it dancing in the light. It was cold, lost my hold to the shadows of the night. No sign of the morning coming. You've been left on your own, like a rainbow in the dark. A rainbow in the dark. Do your demons, do they ever let you go? When you try, do they hide deep inside? Is it someone that you know? You're just a picture, you're an image caught in time. We're alive, you and I, we're words without a rhyme. There's no sign of the morning coming. You've been left on your own, like a rainbow in the dark. Just a rainbow in the dark, yeah. When I see lightning,
Damn, dude. See?
you know it always brings
You know what,
me
dude?
down.
Hey, here.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you right now. I wouldn't have a problem having that be. Would you have a problem with that being the ending song on the show? That's pretty fucking killer, man. You gotta admit.
It's different. Definitely different than what I'm used to hearing.
I'm just saying. Listen to that.
Completely AI generated?
Yeah, no, listen to this. Look, we're leaving for the night. We've been here 3 hours, whatever, on Friday night, or 2 hours Saturday night. We're leaving. We're on our way out the door. Go out with some class, man. You know what I mean? Gotta have class, bro. Here, I'll check it out. Check it out. All right. Well, you know what that means. Well, we hate to see you go, but hey, come on back next time and get small. Right here. Right now. Rio might not be Mr. Right, but he's definitely Mr. Right now. And my name's Jimmy. We'll see you next time.
Lost and never found. I cry out for magic, I feel it dancing in the light. It was cold, lost my hold to the shadows of the night.
Good night. God bless. And thanks for being here. We know there's a lot of places you could be, but somehow, some way you found it. The alternative to the alternative. The independent broadcast network. Right, Rockario?
Mm-hmm.
See? That's just dramatic, bro. See what I'm saying? Hey, off the cuff, what are you going to do? Rio, you know? You feel inspired? Why not? Boom! Just like that. Oh, wow. We're almost out of time. What were we doing? We're doing something. Then I got.
You want? I have the. If you want the link, I have Ronnie Dio and the Prophets covering "Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow."
No. All right, why not? I mean, it's the CHilluminati. We don't have to get all weird and serious about everything. But hey, I'm serious. Look I was trying to get to it, but you know, I had a Saturn return moment, you know, and you know, it's a hard thing to get through for people. You know, maybe they don't know about it, maybe they do. That's the thing. It's like one time there was a Mercury retrograde going on in Rockerio. I'm sitting there, and I'm fucking. At the time, I don't even know about it. I don't even know what a Mercury retrograde is. I'm just sitting there minding my own business. Okay, I'm driving, me and this dude, and we're going. It had to do with my company. I got this contract. I got these jobs, and I was fucking driving there. I'm sitting there I'm sitting there in my Tahoe, and I'm just. I'm driving this job, and I'm thinking, fuck, I'm gonna be making some serious money. You know. I'm sitting there, and my partner, my buddy, sitting there, and he goes, yeah, man, fuck. It's a Mercury retrograde. And I go, really? I go, what the fuck is that? He goes, man, everything goes fucked, man. Your shit, your electronics, you know, fucking this and that and the other thing. And I'm sitting there going, huh? Because I just got this big contract, and I'm like about to make me some serious fucking money, Rockin' Rio. So at the time, I'm like, you know, I didn't know it was a Mercury retrograde, and that you should be on the lookout for all this fucked up shit was going to happen. You know, and then after that, every time somebody said there's a Mercury retrograde, some shit would happen. You know, and it's like, see, fucking Mercury retrograde. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I don't necessarily buy into the.
Well, I mean, what if you have an energy level? What if you have a force field? Listen, what if you have a force field? Just here, I know you don't. I know you hate astrology, but it's not the astrology I'm talking about. So say you have a force field around you. You know, you're protecting yourself from shit. You know, and you have it. But when this certain pattern in the sky resembling some certain aspect of something that you could easily be remembered, looks like something specific. When this happens, the connection to your force field or whatever comes down a little bit. You don't have the energy to, you know, keep shit out. You know, and you lose the connection, and then somehow shit happens.
Well, see, what I think is that it's kind of like maybe not even a placebo effect, but it's if you believe that, you know, something's going to happen when, you know, Mercury turns around, then maybe something will happen because you've convinced yourself that it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's that called? There's a specific term for that.
Yeah.
What is? There's a term for it.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But
I don't remember. I don't recall.
Well, you know, you can work yourself up into believing whatever you want. You know, if you never heard of Mercury retrograde, you know, you would never think, oh, my radio failed because Mercury's in retrograde. You know, and if the timing was anything other than a coincidence, you know, I mean.
Yeah, man.
Electronics fail every day. Just because, you know, yours happened to fail on Mercury retrograde doesn't mean that Mercury had anything to do with it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, until the dude told me about it, I didn't know about it. And then once I found out about it, I always found some shit that went wrong. Go ahead.
Well, it's the same thing with this Saturn thing, right?
Right.
I never heard of it before.
All right. Well, now you're aware of it. So when you see it and you go do what I did, do a Google search over there, and do Saturn return, and just look at all the shit that's on there. Because then when you see that shit and you know that at some point your Saturn return is going to create some connection. Okay, and when it does, if you don't have your shit together, then whatever you're doing when that happens is what you're gonna be doing. for the next Saturn return. For that period of time, you'll be locked into that loose extraction point. That's what I'm saying. That ain't on Google. That's off the top of my head. I know it's hard to tell when I'm reading and when I'm talking, but I'll let you always know when I'm reading. Rock and Rio. You know? Mm-hmm. Okay. So anyways, it reminds me, you remember Gilligan's Island?
Of course.
Okay. Did you sit there, let me ask you this. Did you sit there and just watch reruns of Gilligan's Island? Like every afternoon they came on a certain time, sit in front of the TV with a snack and just sit there and watch all these shows. I Love Lucy, Gilligan's Island, you know, Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, I mean, I used to watch some of that stuff. And a lot of that was reruns when I was a kid. Well, you know, it was already a rerun by then. But I would not sit and watch the same show over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like, you know, once I gotten my fill of it, I would move on to something else. Once I started seeing the same show 2 or 3 times, it was, you know, more than enough.
Yeah, I understand. But anyhow, there was an episode where Gilligan has been going around the island trying to collect feathers to make himself some wings so they could fly off the island, you know?
Right, I do remember that.
Yeah. And so Gilligan's, he jumps out of a fucking palm tree and starts flapping his wings and shit. And he's flying. He's sitting there. He looks down, he goes, "Skipper, look, I'm flying." And he's flying. And the skipper like grabs his hat, you know, and shakes his head and shit, looks up at him and goes, "Gilligan, you can't fly. It's impossible." And then Gilligan looks down at him and he goes, "I can't." And he goes, "No." And all of a sudden Gilligan just drops like a fucking rock. And, you know, there you go. Wherever you go, there you are, right?
Right. Well, it's like the coyote in the Roadrunner, right? He'd run off the cliff and then he'd realize that he was in the middle of the air before he fell.
Man, I don't know. We only got a couple minutes left. I'm saying maybe we hang around a little bit extra time here on YouTube with everybody. We're going to leave Ground Zero Plus here momentarily. So, what do you say, Rock and Rio? You got a few extra minutes for the people?
Well, maybe a couple.
All right. Well, what we're going to do then is we're going to fucking go back. How far back we going? I'm going back to 1979, bro. And I was there, bro. Humor me, Rock and Rio. I know you hate Jerry. I know you do. Wait. Hold on. Okay, listen. I shit you not. I just remembered something. I'm going to tell you about it because of this song. All right, now, when this song was playing, the Keystone had 3 tiers in it. And on the first tier, there was a staircase. On that staircase, there's this woman dressed as a gypsy. She wasn't dressed as a gypsy. She was a gypsy, and she was in there. And she would be there every fucking Jerry show for all the time, for the decade that I worked at this club. She'd be on those stairs when Jerry played every fucking time, doing the same thing. She had a fan in one hand, and she would fan her face, and she would put her hand on her dress, and she'd be sitting there fanning her face and pulling her dress up over her knee. And so, right here at the very beginning of this song, she would scream. She would constantly be screaming, dude. And at the very beginning, if I can crank it up loud enough, I'm going to play this right now. And when you hear this weird scream in the background, that was her. She looked like Janis Joplin or something. You know? She was there every fucking show. Mom's Jimmy. It's CHilluminatti. We're telling fire stories, I guess, aren't we? I've been sitting here blowing my mind with these stories, bro. Why didn't you cut me off at the pass? Keep me on track. I've wandered. Now, here, listen for the scream. right there.
Yeah, I heard it.
The real long one. Here, I'm backing it up, and then I'm just going to let it go. Hey, it's Ground Zero Plus, $4.99 special going on. Take advantage of it while it's going. You don't know, you know, it's today. And today's all you got. You never know what's going to happen. All right. We'll be over on YouTube in the microcosm with Jimmy G and Rock and Rio and I are staying around for just a few.
When they come to take you down,
you'll be hearing that scream all the way through.
When they come to call on you and drag your poor body down, just one thing I ask of you, just one thing for me. Please forget you knew my name, my darling Chivalry. Shake it, shake it, Chivalry. Just don't tell 'em you know me. Shake it, Chivalry. Just don't tell 'em you know me.
This your bag, sir?
Walk out that way.
Oh, you the guy, go get go!
There he goes. He's dead, Jim. Rock and roll. Remember when I used to play that whole, there was like 100 He's Dead Jims? Oh man, the antics, rock and roll. Over the years, eh? Hey man, somehow you found it. I don't know how. We don't promote. We don't do anything. If you like what you're hearing, remember, come on back. Enjoy the ride, rock and roll, right? Why not? What do you got? Nothing? Well then, what do you got? Nothing to lose, man. Is that what they say? Alright, listen. We'll see you next time. We got 2 minutes left. Here, Eddie Hazel, real quick, before we bone out. Ready? Here we go. We're heading on out. Talk to you later. We'll stay on YouTube, rock and roll, right? Number 10, Talkstream Live. We'll see you next time.
In the sky's gray,
tubes. Rock and Rio, you and I still together here on the air. Hold on. Roy Ayers.
My life in the sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine. Sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine. Sunshine.
Hey Wanda, good to see you. See you later. Woo! Amber's still here. Tone Deaf. Then Dean. Let's see who else is here. I'll scroll. Heads up, we've detected audio in your stream belonging to someone else. Rio. Guess I better turn off the Roy Ayers. Don't want anybody hearing any music or anything. You know, can't have that. Can't have people digging this.
Just bees and things and flowers.
Hey, what's up, Ned? Can't have any of that, can you? Can't have some odd number of people listening to that and feeling good for a minute.
So, you know, you gotta...
It's terrifying.
Gotta turn down that that poison.
Well, we're here with you. And, you know, we just kind of been kicking it. Hey, so, you know, back in the day, I didn't know there, you know, when I first started, you know, being interested in information, Rio, I stumbled onto this thing called the Red Road, which is white dudes that find out about Native American stuff. And so, like, once I found out about it, I started getting into it, and I started looking into it, and I started studying it. And then when I did, I, you know, discovered something called shamanism, you know. And, but then beyond that, years after I discovered that, after going, you know, down this period of where I was really into Native American culture and different shit like that. And I don't mean, when I say shit, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it in a you know, broad descriptive way. But anyhow, point being is, you know, it's interesting. But then I found out, you know, obviously at the time when I'm telling you this, at the time I didn't really pay attention to any of my Irish heritage or whatever. Like, I didn't know anything about, you know, where my family, you know, originated from, and particularly in Ireland and so on and so forth. And so once I found out about that, then I found out about, I read this book called, I can't remember the authors, but if I say the title, you'll be able to find it. It's called Shamanism and the Celtic Heart. It's a book. I'm sure there is a an audio book of it. Anyhow, when I found that book, you know, so on and so forth. So I took off from there, and I don't want to go down that road. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because earlier on the show, Rock and Rio, unbeknownst to you, because I didn't share it with you before the show, I didn't have time. And obviously we didn't have time to get to it on the show, which is typically the way it goes around here, huh, Rio?
Always.
It's like we have shit to talk about, but we never get to it because old Jimmy starts running his fucking mouth, huh? Hey, I'm not giving you financial advice, but XRP is $3.10, Rock and Rio. Remember when I told you to get it?
Yep.
Did you ever get it?
Nope.
Well, when I told you, and I'll never forget it, it was 58 cents. So if you would have fucking put money on, I'm just saying, I didn't give you financial advice. I'm not giving anyone financial advice right now. I'm not. But I'm just saying, if old Uncle Rio would have took some of that money that's just laying in a bank, sitting there, fucking going down because of inflation, if you'd have taken that money and threw it on that fucking 58 cents, imagine the fucking returns you would have right now. What is that? You're the math wizard. if you bought it at 58 cents and it's $3.10 now, how much?
A little 5 times.
So, you mean you could? I'm like I say, I'm not giving anybody financial advice, Rio, and neither are you, right? Now and we're not giving medical advice either. If we say some shit about something, we're not giving. Rio, you ain't giving medical advice. Now, what about this methylene blue dude? Now, I remember. Now, we're not giving medical advice, and from a satirical purpose, for laughs or whatever. You know what I mean? For jokes, like Saturday Night Live. This methylene blue. Have you heard of it?
Of course, yes.
Yeah. Have you tried it?
Yes, I have.
Let me ask you a question. Did you find yourself feeling better for any reason?
It's hard to say, because I take so much other stuff. I do so much other stuff. It's hard to pinpoint what effect each one has, but generally I feel pretty good.
It's shamanism and the Celtic heart, like boom. Okay, so you can't report now. The dude in Texas, he has his old thing going on over there, and like I say, it's a show. Okay, he sells shit. All right, so he sells shit, and if it's good, I'm gonna say it's good. I'm not gonna down his products because I don't necessarily follow what he says. Okay, so he says he decided. Here's the big thing that's going on now: is being independently tested by somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so he had independent testers do it. Every guest that comes on, he offers it to them. Okay, and they however you ingest it, he has different ways. You don't have to drink the blue liquid shit or whatever. But
Right.
every single one of them says something good happens, that they feel good, this and that and the other thing. Now, what's the benefit of it? Because listen, we're not giving medical advice.
Well,
all right?
it
This is for
has
satirical purposes only. Go ahead.
It has effect on your mitochondria.
Okay, now you hit the nail on the head. What's
the
this?
cell's energy production? So the
What-
idea is it should give you more energy and help you burn off what you consume a little more efficiently at a cellular level.
All right, well, so everybody goes around mitochondria. Seriously, what the fuck is mitochondria and why is it important? Now, listen, I'm not selling anything. All right? I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm saying this is what I've heard, and I don't know enough about it, and so I'm asking questions. So it shouldn't be wrong for us to ask questions on here, should it, Rock and Rio? Like the AI is not going to chop me in half or whatever. Just real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well-
so go ahead. What the fuck is mitochondria and why do I care? And why do
Mitochondria is what would you call it? An organelle. It's part of the cell, and it generates ATP, which is what your cells burn for energy. So it's like it's what gives the cells energy. So
man,
over time they get damaged, like DNA and RNA and all the other stuff in your body that especially from the garbage we eat nowadays. So
I've been running around all this time,
right,
with no mitochondria. If I would have known this a long time ago, I would have.
You has a mitochondria.
I'm just saying, if I would have known this, that I was that I was lacking somehow, I wasn't producing it. Is that when you produce it, does it have anything to do with your age? Like when you get older, do you stop producing it? What the fuck happens? Why do people? You know what I mean? What happens? Seriously, does it happen more when you get older? Because a lot of people are taking it, and I'm just saying, I'm not selling the shit. I'm just asking questions like you would, like anybody would. Is it wrong for you to ask questions? Can't I just ask you a question on here without being fearful that I'm going to get chopped in half by the AI?
Oh, well, you might.
That's what I'm saying. All right, now listen. I'm trying to throw in some personality in here to throw off the algorithm, Rock and Rio. Excuse me if I let it flow. Why isn't S90 on here with us right now?
I don't know.
Why doesn't he just pop in and say hello? Maybe he just wants to chat. He doesn't give a fuck. He's in his pajamas smoking one of those pipes, you know?
Yeah,
sitting back in that chair, contemplating some shit, you know, remembering, connecting dots. If you see S90 around, you see him putting something out or talking about something, he's one of those guys too. If he doesn't know, he's you know, he listens. And that's the thing. I mean, you know, obviously we don't listen. And I never got to what I was getting to before I spin off into a bad direction. Let me go back to the Native American reason I was talking about all that. And I went down that whole road. Sorry. I had to go down the road to educate you about my knowledge so you could understand why I would want to talk about something like this. This is something that I found. And I think it's something we're going to do on the CHilluminatti, Rock and Rio. I want to do a show based around this Native American tradition.
Okay.
Are you curious?
Yeah.
Are you curious enough to do something while I step away from here for like 2 seconds? Because I got to go grab something that I can't reach and I have to get up and walk away. Or it's fucking like let's make a deal. Or do you want me to play a song so you can also walk away, check the perimeter, and come back in just a few minutes here? I mean, it's not even minutes. It's probably just like a minute or two for me is all it's going to be.
Yeah, checking the perimeter would be good.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, this is for our friends and our loved ones over on YouTube. And if, S90 has no microphone, that's fine, dude. You don't have to come on. It's all good. We're not going to be on here much longer. We're just hanging around. What the fuck are we even talking about? When we come back, what are we going to do?
You were talking about ATP and methylene blue.
Mitochondria?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then we shifted gears back. Oh, I'm going to tell you about this thing in just a minute. Here we go. We'll be right back.
In the right place, but it must have been the wrong time. I'd have said the right thing, but it must have used the wrong line. I've been on the right trip, but I must have used the wrong car. Head is in a bad place, and I wonder what's good for. I've been in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time. My head is in a bad place, but I'm having such a good time. I've been running, trying to get hung up in my mind. Just got to give myself a good talking to this time. Just need a little brain salad surgery. I got to cue my insecurity. That I've been in the wrong place, but it must have been the right time. I've been in the right place, but it must have been the wrong song.
Oh, Dr. John. Well, Dr. John was just sitting there doing nothing, just happened to be there. So there he goes, Dr. John. All right, so here. Oh, here, you know what? Let me set the tone for this whole thing. So, hold on a second. Let me see. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, Rock and Rio. Let me set the tone for this here. All right, so listen, we're going to do this. Guaranteed. You'll want to do it. You'll want to do it. Now, here, since everybody's here and it's our close friends and loved ones, let's go back. Hold on.
How far back are we going?
I'm going to show you. We're going to go way back. Back in the time. Now, Rio went through a period. Listen, I'm not going to reveal any personal information or anything. So, Rock Rio, I'm just going to recall a certain episode or certain time frame. So there was a period of time where we were on TFR, and Rio and I, and Brandy was on the show too, and we had the show, and it was going good, and we were kicking ass, and we were, one of the top shows with Kev Baker and some other people, and then we got thrown off of there, and they took our archives and all this shit. It's the whole thing. But anyways, there was a period of time where Rio, he drives a big long drive every day to go to work, and he works a job, and then there was a period of time where he was working 2 jobs. Remember that, Rio?
Yes, I do.
So you were working 2 jobs, and that's when the Epic Journeyman was always he was in the Kev Baker chat room, but Kev and those guys, they didn't really pick out any of the stuff Epic Journeyman said in the chat. And at the time, I don't think Epic Journeyman was really saying a lot of stuff like he does on the show. Because at that point, he was just in the chat. So, I mean, how much shit can you type in a chat? You know what I mean? So anyways, but I always noticed what he said. And, I noticed that he was a special dude. He had a lot of knowledge with the comments that he would make and how he would word what he said in the chat. And so when you were gone, I said, hey, Epic, you want to come on? And so he said, yeah. So we were doing shows, and we were doing them like over on YouTube, just me and him. And you weren't there, right? Remember that? Yep. And then you came back. Why am I telling this story?
I don't know.
What did you say that sparked this revelation of the method? Oh, we're talking about the show and TFR get thrown off of there. Why was I talking about that? Oh, now I remember. So you came back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, Epic was epic. I mean, he's epic now, but back then he was epic, even more epic than he is now. And so he would, he had a lot to say about shit, right? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, when he would start going down a road or whatever, I would play this song in the background. Remember now, Rio, I know it's gonna make you laugh, dude. So when Epic started going off and going down a whole road and all this, we'd play this song. Hold on. And I'd start it out just like this too, it starts out real quiet. So he'd be telling a story or something, going into some shit. And me and Rio would be sitting over here.
Oh yes, Major Tom.
It was the countdown that made it funny. You know what I mean?
Ground control.
The version where it goes 10, 9, 8, 7. And I'd make it get louder and louder. Remember that shit, dude?
Take your protein.
But see, I had to like not be sarcastic, and I had to quit doing it to him. That was it was funny at the time, but then it turned out he was really a knowledgeable, powerful speaker, and so on and so forth, and that's why he's here today, and the three of us. But he ain't here today because he's on a road trip now, right? Yeah, he's on a road trip.
2 or 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, now he's going on a road trip. You're always at the cutting edge of the trends when you listen to the show. They detected. Warning.
Oh,
Heads
really?
up. We have detected.
That much of Major Tom?
Fuck. Can I just play enough? Can I not just play enough? I mean, how many seconds was that? I don't know. Anyways, we've had some really good times on the show. So, we're at a turning point, no? Rockaria? The world has changed, and it's changing, so we got to roll with the changes, don't we?
Well, I don't know. I'd actually kind of like to roll back the changes.
Me too. I want to go back to doing this kind of shows we used to do instead of talking about a lot of this topical bullshit, you know, driving people crazy. You know what I mean? But anyways, you know, we got personality. Personality goes a long way. So I don't know how you found us, but you did. So hope you enjoyed yourselves tonight. Rockaria, what else were we talking about? Did I ever get to the thing? No.
No, you didn't.
All right. I have the perfect... Remember I said I was going to set the tone? Somehow I went down the Epic Journeyman route. And I said I was going to set the tone, and I planned on doing it. And I think I had done it with this song here. I'll set the tone. I'll let you guys know. There's going to be once a month we're going to do this show on the CHilluminatti reel. I know you're going to agree. I don't even... there's not a question in my mind. You're going to want to do what we're going to come up with here. So here we go. I'll let you know what it is right now. So there's a talking stick. So we're going to do a show called Talking Stick over here.
Uh-huh.
All right. Do you know what a talking stick is?
I do.
You do? All right, so cool. You know what it is already. So ahead of time, before I read what it is, would you say that would be a good show?
Could be, yeah.
I think so. Especially where, you know, I mean, when you have a bunch of dudes on here and everybody's smart, knowledgeable with personality, because personality goes a long way, you know, when there's like 5 guys on here with personality, this would be a perfect way to get 5 guys together and have it actually, you know, be able to hear everything, you know, that each person has to say. All right. A talking stick is a ceremonial object.
Shake dreams from your hair, my pretty child, my sweet one. Choose the day and choose the sign of your day, the day's divinity. First thing you see. A vast, radiant beach and a cool, jeweled moon. Couples naked race down by its quiet side. And we laugh like soft, mad children, smug in the woolly cotton brains of infancy. The music and voices are all around us. Choose, they croon, the ancient ones, the time has come again. Choose now, they croon, beneath the moon, beside an ancient lake. Enter again the sweet forest, enter the hot dream, come with us. Everything is broken up in dances.
All right.
Came to me when the sun.
A talking stick is a ceremonial object in many North American indigenous cultures that promotes a respectful, equitable communication by granting the holder the exclusive right to speak while others listen attentively. The stick is passed around a group in a circle, ensuring every voice is heard during meetings, ceremonies, and story circles. Its symbolism is rich with adornments like feather carrying specific meanings reflecting the community's collective vision and the interconnectedness of its members. What do you think, man? Oh, yeah.
How you going to pass the stick around now?
Well, if I have it and you're here and we're doing talking stick, I'll say when I talk, and when I'm done, I say real. I pass the stick to you. So if, like, say there's 5 guys on here, you just pass this, you say something, and then you pass the stick to the other person. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that, you know? It's almost like playing. It's almost like poker or something in a way.
The question is how do we get the stick back from Epic?
There you go. I don't know. Well, think about
Into
it.
shadow.
Do you know what? Have you ever heard of what? Have you ever heard of the ghost dance?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so have I. And there's a particular clip. It's 3 minutes and 49 seconds. It's the ghost dance. It's after hours. It's over here on YouTube with our special friends and loved ones.
Came to me when the sun went into shadow and I lay dying. And in my death, I saw the heavens of the white robes. Yes, it is as they describe it. But also there, my children, all the Indians that ever roamed this earth, all your beloved ancestors and mine, and those young ones who were taken by the white man's diseases. Do not grieve for them. They want you to know that they are happy. Yes. And you should not grieve for yourselves, because here is what the white robes did not tell you. The white man, my children, will soon be no more. Now you must not hate the white man. This will only delay his end. But if you will do the dance that I will teach you, all the ancestors will return, and the buffalo will be renewed, and you shall all live forever, forever in the freedom that we as Indian people once knew.
The ghost dance at Wounded Knee. Mom's Jimmy. That's Roger Rio. And, you know, that's why you listen to this show. And that's how this show used to be, no, Rio? This is what we used to talk about. Remember we did a show about Leonard Peltier? We did?
Mm-hmm.
We did a show about Alcatraz. What's up, Jello? Amber's here. Oh, man. Barb, what's going on? Tone Deaf still hanging. Mike, what's going on? Golden Eagle. Hey, Golden Eagle, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, listen, I can't talk about Native Americans enough, and you know, maybe we should do a show about about Alcatraz takeover because Trump's making Alcatraz into a fucking prison again. Listen, I gotta get a photo. Amber edited down this photo that we took of something, and you guys got to see this shit. This photo that Amber took. I got to get to it before we get off of here, so we can stay on here until I get it off of I have to get it off email. All right, so listen, I'll be right back. But until then, here's Joe Satriani, Willie Waldman, Steve Kimmick, Reed Mathis, and Stephen Perkins, with Grace Potter on vocals, Cortez the Killer. Shit, man, Rio. Could you imagine how much money people would pay for a show like this if we ever promoted it, you know? I mean, where the fuck are you going to hear that? What show are you going to hear that song ever? Except here. Where are you going to ever hear that? Joe Satriani, Grace Potter, Bay Area musicians. All those dudes. You will go watch that video? Shit.
Ain't going out on this weather to request no cola bar, kid.
You don't have.
So, you know what I mean? And shit, that was like a moment captured in time. It's never gonna fucking happen again. Okay, and I happened to stumble onto it, Rock and Rio, and because I did, I played it, and because I did, you heard it, right?
Right.
And now we had the moment all together right now. And now, did you see the alien Trump picture that Amber took over there?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So she said in the chat, look, I took that picture, you put money on it, you put money in it, and it talks and blows smoke up your ass just like the real Trump. And you know, one of the funniest things about this picture, alien Trump seems to be out of order. You're out of order, Rock and Roll. We're all out of order. But, yeah, we are back tonight, and we're just hanging out. Listen, I got some great food waiting for me, and I'm ready to eat it. So what do you think? Talking Stick episode once a month on the CHilluminatti.
Yeah, we could do that.
Goat boy. What's up? S90 still here? Badass. S90 said Amber should get you close. Might try to sell her something. Seriously. All right, listen, I don't know when the Fed's going to drop interest rates, but it better happen soon. Did they do it already, or are they going to do it? What's the word?
Well, they're talking about it. I don't know if they're actually made any formal statement yet, but they're saying that it's likely that it'll happen. But I also heard today that there was another major bank that has just declared bankruptcy.
Which one?
I don't remember which one.
All right.
But it was a thing that I listened to this afternoon. Apparently there's, they got in trouble for giving car loans and home loans to people who have no identification. Not that they got like legal trouble, they got into financial trouble because they were loaning out millions and millions of dollars, and to people who don't really.
All right.
belong.
Well, listen. I'm gonna remind you of something right now. Okay. I'm just gonna say it to you. I'm not trying to cause a problem or anything, but I want to remind you of something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, right around the same fucking time, I said, check out. I wasn't giving you financial advice, nor am I giving anyone financial advice right now. Remember when I right at the same time, because I was trying to convince your ass, I was trying to tell you, old Jimmy was trying to do old Rio solid. Just one fucking suggestion that could have changed your whole fucking life, and you didn't listen to me. You didn't listen. All right?
Well,
you didn't listen. Okay, hold on. At the same time, when I wasn't giving you financial advice, that XRP was 58 cents. I also said, hey, Rio, if you got money sitting in a savings account, no matter how much it is, if it's $100 or $50, whatever it is, wouldn't you be, even though people say, you got to take delivery, dude, you got to take delivery. I said, wouldn't it, what if you took money that's laying in the bank, being destroyed, the value of it's being destroyed by inflation. You took that same ass money, you put it on some paper ass gold. You didn't take possession of it, but this shit was like $2,000 an ounce then. That shit is fucking $4,000 close to it or over. I haven't looked at it. But I'm just saying, dude, just those two suggestions on that one day, just that day, even though you didn't do it. In retrospect, look at that shit.
You gotta go with tangible, appreciating assets.
Doesn't matter. You could have boned out at $4,000 and bought yourself a fucking ranch up in La Honda, next to fucking what's his nuts.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Listen, I got hamburger steak with brown gravy and mushrooms and mashed potatoes, and I gotta get some. All right, so talking stick, yes. Alien Trump, I think that's pretty cool. Thanks, Amber. Oh, listen, before we go, Rock and Reel, what movie? Amber just reminded me. What movie were you going to talk about tonight? You told me there was a movie coming out. And we didn't. Yeah, we didn't.
Spinal Tap 2 is coming out.
What the fuck? Now listen.
40 years or 40 something years after the original, but
listen to this here. This because we used to do a show on here, me and Rio and Epic. We used to do a Saturday night thing when we were just doing shows all the time because we had a lot of energy for the show and we were enthusiastic, weren't we, Rio?
Mm-hmm.
Back before we got beat down by the horrible news that would never materialize. But before then, we had a lot of energy. Enthusiastic. Why am I telling this story? Remind me.
Because we were going to talk about Spinal Tap.
Right. We used to do a Saturday night double feature. Like, we didn't talk about this other shit, but we talk about a couple of movies, huh? We break down movies. And when you got the Epic Journeyman on tap breaking down movies, you got a fucking expert because he used to own a video store.
Well, I got to say, this might be the first movie I'm going to actually go see since Star Wars.
Are you fucking kidding me, man?
Mm-hmm.
Now, what floats your boat about? Now, this is the honest. I'm telling you the truth right now. This is the honest God truth.
Uh-huh.
If there was a Bible right here, I'd hold it to my breast, and I would say, I have never seen Star Wars, and I have never seen Spinal Tap. Either one.
Well, I should clarify, not the original Star Wars, and I've seen movies since 1979, but I did watch. I have seen every Star Wars movie in the theater, so I think that was the last one I saw. So that's what, 3 or 4 years ago now, something like that.
Right, but I'm saying I never saw any version of any of it, either version. Now I've seen clips of Spinal Tap. All right, I've seen people.
Now, to me, Spinal Tap is right up there at the top of the greatest movies of all times. Right next to Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
All right, well, what's the up your nose with a rubber hose line out of the movie? This one goes up to 11. Is that like?
These go to 11.
All right,
because we wanted it just a little bit louder, so these go to 11. I mean, there's a ton of great lines in that movie, and if you've ever been, I guess the best way to put it is if you've ever actually been on tour with a band, you realize that even though it's slightly comical and exaggerated, every single scene in that movie is totally legit in its own way. There is everything that they parody in that movie is truly parody of real life on the road.
All right. Well, listen.
You really do need to watch Spinal Tap.
Well, here's what I'll do.
Gotta do it.
Here's what I'll do. Next Saturday night, we'll come back with the Saturday night double feature. How about that? And we'll do Star Wars and Spinal Tap.
Star Wars and Spinal Tap.
Yeah, because I think by then Epic Journeyman will be off his. I don't know what road trip. We'll call it that, road trip.
I don't know if he'll be here next week, but either
if
way,
he's not, we're gonna go ahead, even though we're not the experts of connecting dots and finding connections as Epic Journeyman is. And believe me, sitting on your ass in a video store all fucking day, you got nothing better to do than read the back of those boxes. Remember those? Rock and Rio. You're always reading the box, Yeah.
I can't believe you've never seen Spinal Tap.
I swear to God.
Wow.
And no disrespect intended to God. Okay, so I'm going to play right now. I'm going to play the original trailer. Here, let's also check my theory right now. But I'm going to say my theory right now.
Uh-huh.
To verify whether it's correct or not in real time. All right? So my theory right now is what did you say? When is this movie coming out?
Shortly, like within the next. They've been doing the rounds. They've been on a couple TV shows, you know, the late night shows and stuff.
One of these fuckers just died, and I'm pretty sure it was the bass player. Right?
Yeah, like I said, I didn't actually hear that, but I did notice in the interview there was only, 3 of the 4 band members and Rob Reiner. So.
All right, I was just busting Epic's balls earlier about that Space Oddity, man. Because I realized, hey, man, it was funny to me and you, but maybe it was hurtful to him, Maybe made him feel bad. So me and Rio, we collectively voted, and we both agreed that we thought it was hurtful, and we were being too sarcastic, and we needed to change our ways, right, Rio?
Mm.
We didn't want to be, because, Epic really does know a lot. And he really is a great guy, and he's just not here. So we take a shot.
Yeah.
He's probably somewhere wearing that fucking
I
wine.
I wouldn't pick on him if he's not here any different than I pick on him when he is here.
That's what I'm saying. If he was here, I'd be saying the same exact thing. And he's our bro, and he's out there somewhere in the night. Epic Journeyman is acquiring adventures in his life.
You never know. He might be out there because you never know who's listening, Jimmy. He might be out there somewhere.
He's out there
on that train in the desert.
Whoa! You just said something, and I don't know if you know that something that you said, but you're exactly right. Secretly, I know a bit about this road trip, and all I can say is we're calling it a road trip, but it's more like a journey, isn't it? All right.
Journey.
An epic journey. Exactly. Boom. Rio. Fires one over the bow. All right, listen. Here is the original Spinal Tap trailer. I don't know what's on here. I've never listened to it before. I'm rolling the dice. And we're about to get out of here in a few minutes. Right here. Okay, this is Spinal Tap. The trailer.
Very delicate. It's a bit of a departure from the...
Okay, wait, I didn't tell you my theory.
Uh-huh.
My theory is now, in the past, every time I fucking play a movie clip on here, okay? Every time I play a movie clip on here, okay? I get knocked off the air, or some shit with the fucking YouTube and the algorithms, okay? Now, earlier, unbeknownst to me, this is when I discovered it, and I formulated the opinion while we were doing the show. Earlier today, we played Welcome Back because we're welcoming you guys back. And then Rock and Rio said, hey, man, did you know that they're going to be doing a new Welcome Back Cotter show on some channel? Right? I didn't know that. But I did play clips from the show on here that normally, Rock and Rio, I would get a hassle. But I formulated this opinion in that moment that because I was playing the Welcome Back Cotter, it wasn't bad because there was the new Welcome Back Cotter show, and I was inadvertently promoting that show accidentally without knowing it. But the algorithm decided it's better to let me hang with that because coming from Jimmy and Rio, Welcome Back Cotter is a cool show, and people will listen to their idea about it, and maybe they'll go watch the new show. And since that company's paying us a shitload of money, let's just let old Jimmy play that clip. Not give him
So
a
are
problem.
they going to keep the same characters?
I don't know, but here's the new. Listen, I'm going to play this.
Is Kaplan even still alive?
I'm going to play the Spinal Tap trailer, and my theory is I will be able to play it in its entirety, and nothing will happen because there's a new Spinal Tap movie coming out that Rocket Rio reminded us of. All
Amber
right.
says it was the 12th.
It was
So
what?
yesterday.
It was
Came
what?
out yesterday.
Welcome Back, Cotter?
No,
It was-
Spinal Tap too.
Oh, wow. Yesterday?
Yep.
Damn. Thanks, Amber. Good eye.
Very delicate. It's a bit of a departure from the kind of thing you normally play. What do you call this?
Well, this piece is called Lick My Love Pump.
This is the loudest, rock and roll, most explosive band in heavy metal history. This is Spinal Tap.
It's such a fine line between stupid and clever.
The funniest movie ever made about rock and roll.
He choked on vomit. Well, they can't prove whose vomit it was.
The monumental classic.
There was a Stone Age monument on the stage that was in danger of being crushed by a dwarf. The makeup of your audience seems to be young boys.
Well, it's a sexual thing, really. We've got, armadillos in our trousers. I mean, it's really quite frightening.
No, don't touch
I was just pointing at it.
Well, don't point.
I'm sure I'd feel much worse if I weren't under such heavy sedation.
The cult phenomenon.
The numbers all go to 11.
Does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's one louder, isn't it?
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
This is Spinal Tap.
All right. All right, next week, Saturday night, double feature.
Spinal Tap.
All right, well, I guess I'm good. I made the commitment, so I guess I'm going to have to watch. Can I watch the entire Star Wars and Spinal Tap original on YouTube somewhere?
Well, you could. I mean, Star Wars would take you a while because there's 9 movies.
No, I don't want to see all the movies. I just want to see the original Star Trek, or the original one.
So that would be episode 4, A New Hope. Is what it's
No,
called.
the original. The very first one.
Yeah, the very first one was now called Episode 4, A New Hope. It's still they renamed it after they made more movies.
But if it's episode 1, then why do they call it episode 4?
Well, because it was actually Episode 4. Because they had originally written 6 movies. And
I'm
they
talking
took
about
just
the one with Harrison Ford. He was a construction worker on the movie lot on Warner Brothers. Somebody saw his ass and asked him if he knew anything about writing movies.
Yeah, Episode 4. That's what you want to watch.
Jesus. It's always something. All right, listen. We got to get out of here, dude. I got to go inside and do my thing. And but there goes Spinal Tap. Next week, Spinal Tap and Star Wars. And I guess I'll have to watch both. We'll see. I'll see if I can convince my loved ones to watch it.
Well, you got to at least do Spinal Tap.
I've never seen it, but then at the same time, when I was when I was playing music like that, I guess I wasn't into making fun of myself. And I just never saw it, and then I just moved on with my life. Like I went down the red road or whatever. I'm just kidding. All right, listen, we're out of here. Thanks for staying. We'll see you soon. I don't know when, but we'll see you soon. I guess we'll talk. Eh? Rockaroo?
Yep.
All right, listen, Talking Stick coming up. Harrison Ford was a roadie for the Doors, Amber says.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
And I don't mean that in a Paul Begley way. I mean it. Are you serious?
Yeah. He did a bunch of like weird things before he became famous. Star Wars is what made him famous, but
fucking hell, man. Thanks, Amber. Damn, Amber's been all over this bit. She reminded us of Spinal Tap.
Jones.
She got that picture of Alien Trump. Yeah. All right, listen. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys soon. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Good night, Martin. Good to see you. Good night, Mike. Good night, Jello Pudding. Good night, Wanda. Good night, D. Hodges. Good night, Flippy. Good night, Barb. Good night, Mark.
Good night, everybody.
What do you want from life? To get cable TV and watch it every night. There you sit up, lump in your chair. Where do you sleep and what do you wear when you're sleeping? What do you want from life? An Indian guru to show you the inner light. What do you want from life? A meaningless love affair with a girl that you met tonight. How can you tell when you're doing alright? Does your bank account swell while you're dreaming at night? How do you know when you're really in love? Do violins play when you're touching the one that you love? What do you want from life? What do you want from life?
Well, you can't have that, but if you're an American citizen, you are entitled to a heated, kidney-shaped pool, a microwave oven. Don't watch the food cook. A diner gym. I'll personally demonstrate it in the privacy of your own home. A king-size, Titanic, unsinkable Molly Brown waterbed with polybendum, a foolproof plan, and an airtight alibi. Real simulated Indian jewelry. A Gucci shoe tree. A year's supply of antibiotics. A personally autographed picture of Randy Mantooth and Bob Dylan's new unlisted phone number. A beautifully restored Third Reich swizzle stick. Rosemary's Baby. A dream date in knee pads with Paul Williams. A new Matador. A new Mastodon. A Maverick. A Mustang. A Montego. A Merc Montclair. A Mark IV, a Meteor, a Mercedes, an MG, or a Malibu, a Mort Moriarty, a Maserati, a Mack truck, a Mazda, a new Monza, or a moped, a Winnebago. Hell, a herd of Winnebagos, we're giving them away. Or how about a McCulloch chainsaw? A Las Vegas wedding, a Mexican divorce, a solid gold Kama Sutra coffee pot, or a baby's arm holding an apple.
All right.